Greetings, sentient beings. This stream is not intended for children. There is likely to be mature language and adult themes. So, here we go. So, well,
So,
yeah,
hello.
we've got Doc Fearson, Amiga Nuts, Bit of Tea and Danish, Hans Hansen, and Critical Cripple here. Did I miss anybody?
Nerdy,
Oh, hi, Nerdy.
hi.
Oh,
Nerdy just showed up.
yep,
That's
I
a good
see.
thing.
If any of you want to come into the panel, I can send you a link on Twitter if you didn't already see one.
Mr. Shadow Kitty.
Oh, yeah, I saw him in there before. I forgot to mention him. Sorry.
He's my peeps.
Yep.
Oh, come for more drama. What drama?
Who's got drama now?
I don't know. I think Critical is just being silly. I've been kind of like feeling like a hypocrite all morning because someone was telling someone, you know, how to talk to others or what to say or what not to say. So, of course, I had to chime in because that kind of bothers me. So, me telling people, you know, basically, they're telling someone to leave people alone and I'm telling them to leave people alone. So, it's kind of like an Escher painting.
Yep. It's kind of like I won't tolerate intolerance.
Yeah, that's it. It's just I really feel like people have to go through whatever it is they're going to go through in order to grow. And yeah, sometimes it's good to like be like, "Hey, reality check." But, it's
Hello.
kind of like the same thing over and over.
Hello.
Hey, sweetie. How are ya?
Hey. I'm good, thanks. How you?
Good.
Good, good, good. All good.
So, what's going on with you today?
Not much. Home alone.
Oh, so you're fighting the burglars.
Mm, the dogs can do that.
Okay.
Yep, a dog's your best home security system.
Yeah, but right now they're not much security. They're sleeping.
So
Well,
all
even
is
a
well.
small dog, even if they won't actually do anything, they're a good alarm.
My cat was great at that, just letting me know that things are happening. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Nerdy uses defense rodents.
Hey, Dave.
Good evening.
Are you
Hey.
stalking me, Dave?
Oh, cold.
Ooh, admissions.
I
Cool.
stuck everyone. Yes, it's very
How
cold.
are you though?
Well, thanks for making me feel special, Dave.
Okay, I only stuck three people,
Okay.
and
And
one of
they
them's you.
are.
But one of them's Linda. Hmm. forgot what I was saying before that.
Sorry.
Cold. It's 19 degrees in here. How cold's that?
19 degrees.
That's
That's
a little
inside.
bit too cold, honey.
Yeah.
I got 21 degrees.
Why is it that cold?
That's worse than that. It's 18 degrees. It's 19 degrees above the computer.
Well, I'm sure that he means in Celsius, but still kind of chilly.
Well, what's 18 degrees in Fahrenheit?
Well,
Conversion.
normally room temperature is around 40 degrees Celsius, right?
$40 degrees Celsius. No.
So you're at 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, yeah. No, I got the conversions off.
That's still a little bit cold.
Yep.
It's a little too cold for a shower.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can do most of the metric. It's the temperature conversion still throws me.
I keep my
Okay.
heat at 60, but I have a little heater in my bathroom so that I can take a shower without like.
Oh, I have solved the problem. I found a duvet.
But
Ah, yeah.
let's see, 19 Fahrenheit to Celsius would be -7.
Ooh, that's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, we can get up to like -20, -40 sometimes.
Inside?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it depends if you have heat.
cold.
I have a friend who didn't get heat until like 2 years ago.
Nerdy. The worst thing is, in the room opposite us is a rack with about 18 servers currently on in it, and we have to pump the heat out of the house because to have it coming into the house, it's just too noisy. It drives us insane.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to work out a way of routing the heat somewhere else so that it could somehow warm the house in a way that didn't deafen us. But
What
not got
kind of
anything
heat
luck
do you
with it.
have?
Normal heat. Now that's just servers.
So,
That's just servers are generating heat as a byproduct.
What kind of heat do you have? Like what
Gas central heating.
central heating? I don't have
Radiator.
central heating.
But we don't use it. We're not really meant to use it
Oh. Why?
because the landlord pays for it and he doesn't like it.
You have an odd landlord.
Now, if you had a landlord that was paying for something, would he want to use it?
I've had heat included in my rent before, so
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I was living in a trailer the first 2 winters up here, and it just, no insulation, so it was a futile effort to try and keep the whole thing heated. So I wound up in the winter keeping most of it around, 60 degrees Fahrenheit and just heating the one bedroom.
Mm. We're using dead dinosaurs.
What's that?
Well, oil heaters.
We're
We've got-
using dead dinosaurs. Oil.
Yep.
Oil.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not oil.
most
Oil
of that isn't really dinosaurs. It's usually sea life deposited.
Yeah, I know.
from the dinosaurs.
I like the idea of radiant heat.
I'm surprised solar heating hasn't taken up more, to be honest.
Well, you can have solar powered radiant heat.
No, but not solar power. Solar heating is vacuum tubes that are heated by the sun, but are insulated from the outside air.
Hmm.
So if you think of it right, an hour in the winter of sunlight is the same as an hour in the summer
Mhm.
in terms of how much heat the sun puts in. So even in midwinter and somewhere very cold, it can heat the liquid inside the tube up to 20 degrees as a base heating thing. It's unbelievably efficient, much more so than solar panels.
Yeah, although an hour of sunlight in the winter in the northern latitudes really isn't as much energy as an hour in the summer.
I was gonna say
Because
Yeah, it is.
with it coming in at a
we
lower angle, it has to travel through more of the atmosphere, so it's more dispersed.
and seriously, when's the last time you've seen the sun? I haven't seen it in like 2 weeks.
I saw it today. It was in my eyes.
Trilobite juice.
Yesterday, driving along, trying to get to the hospital, and I was really struggling to see because it was really low in the sky and reflecting off the road.
Mm.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, we've got a fair bit of sun coming in here now.
Well, send it my way because I haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks, and I've got
Oh,
some ice that
sorry
needs
about
to.
that.
I need some ice that needs a little evaporation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
How
we're
do you make
definitely
that
not
sound
warm enough
dirty?
for anything to be melting.
I made that sound dirty?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's you.
Okay, it's just your voice.
Maybe it's you.
Dave, get your mind out the gutter.
Faye just has a talent for that.
Talking about evaporation can be.
Huh?
I'm learning things.
Learning things.
Ooh.
Hey, Dora.
Aww. I would love to do something about all that heat in the summer.
It really bugs me, and I'm worrying of it. So I'm with the people I told this to the other day, that the Romans knew how to deal with heat in how they built houses.
Hmm. Not just
And
Romans, all ancient people.
yes, and we don't. We build houses that just do not deal with it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, they found that the Romans had an evaporative cooling system made out of clay pots that they were actually able to make ice cream with.
No.
It's really funny to think that they had the technology for an industrial revolution. They had basic steam engines, and they had carts, and they had the things they needed that kick-started our industrial revolution.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
even
have-
had a primitive electrical battery.
Did they? They didn't know about that one. I knew that. Oh, no, I knew about things that they were using the properties of a battery in that sense.
Yeah, again, they found clay jars that they had layers of plates of different metals stacked up in it.
Yeah.
So if you had filled it with salt water, it would have worked as a battery.
So where would we have been if Rome hadn't collapsed?
I have no idea. But another thing that drives me crazy about it is their aqueducts ran water constantly.
Yes.
And we're built by the drop.
Yeah.
You know, would it be a bad thing if we had our water running all the time? Maybe we could keep it cleaner.
It'd be easier. I mean, it can't. I look at America's water, and I'm flabbergasted, absolutely gobsmacked at how bad your water is.
Yeah, it really is. It's terrible. But, you know, that's one of the things. Like I heard somebody actually say, I have a bad habit of eavesdropping in the, you know, grocery aisle. And it's like, oh, we're the
Hey, Angie.
best at
I didn't see you
medicine,
hiding
and
down
we're
there.
the best at mental health, and we're the best at water. And I'm sitting there shaking my head, like, no, we're
The
not.
problem is, Americans don't seem to understand, and I apologise, that America does have the best of everything in the world. Without a doubt, America has some of the best healthcare in the world, and the best, literally the best of everything. They have it, but the majority of you don't have access to it.
Right.
So the majority of European countries don't tend to have the best mental health services in the world, but they've got mental health services that everyone can access. That's good.
Yep.
You know what? That's like having an action figure that's always in plastic and you never get to play
Yes.
with it. You know, it's valued, it's there, you have to dust it, but you never get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hi, Angie.
How you doing?
Hello,
see you.
gorgeous.
Nice to see you too. I haven't been awake very long, so I don't want anybody to see me.
This is the meeting of the avatars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dun,
Is
dun,
it bad that purple is by far the most active at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah. He's got a slideshow going on.
Yeah, I figured out with split cam how I could get to cycle through things. Actually, I discovered that by accident because I found I couldn't get it to just stay on one, that if it's got more than one picture loaded, it automatically goes to slideshow.
Oh, okay. Split camera, is that a app?
Yeah, it's just a program you can download.
Okay.
note to self.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just split cam.
I gotta get some better
Yeah,
lighting.
it's one you can use for free.
Boom, boom.
Even better.
Yeah, it's also how I, can do the one with the flying dinosaur. Because you can load in, a clip of video or animation, and it'll run it.
That's cool.
And then things like StreamYard just see it the same as they see the webcam. In fact, it didn't even take any setup. Because it's like, if I have it running before I run StreamYard just goes to it automatically.
Ah, okay.
I still can't believe you've never appeared on your own channel, given your recent performance.
Right?
Well, with where I'm
Huh?
living now, I
Oh.
can't really be out in the small town.
No, I don't need you, but I've never seen you on camera on your own channel.
I've never been on camera on anybody's channel, not even my own.
That's right.
But you're going to change
A
that
couple of
soon.
days ago when I did
No.
Math Pigs, he specifically asked about me if I could do it with the mask, because he got such a charge out of that with my pictures from the Ark Encounter thing.
Math
I was
Pig is
older.
hard to say no to, isn't he?
So that will be one of the things. I am going to need some help from people to get a moving fund together. But once I move, when my first live stream from Minnesota, I will unmask.
All right.
Because once I'm out of here and into a mid-sized city, then I'm not worried about it.
Well, I'm going to be shilling big time sometime soon.
How much to have you on camera, Faye?
No.
No, never,
No.
ever, never,
No.
never, never, never.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. We're not doing that.
You sure?
positive.
Don't hold your breath, folks. Ain't happening.
Mm-mm.
For very good reasons that don't need to be released.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I
Smoke
don't.
another one.
I don't need that kind of attention.
So what you're saying is your no, I've not got the words.
I've had the odd stalker or two.
The odd soccer.
Stalker.
Oh,
She probably had some soccers too.
what's a soccer?
I don't know. I'm just making things up in my head.
The only cameras I appear on are security cameras at my local store.
They already know you're there, though.
Yeah. That's true.
Good job, Philip. You got it figured out. That's cool.
If I ever do
Multitasking.
camera stuff, it'll be from the neck down. I'll show my body, but I won't show my face.
That's a different sort of
We
website.
need to get to a God the Goodwin mask.
No, I'll just get a really pretty push-up bra, and you can just watch my boobs the
We'll
whole
just
time.
listen
Okay?
to your boobs as you talk. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll just try to.
that would
wiggle.
be a big seller, you know.
I'll just aim the camera at my chest, and you'll just be talking, at the girls.
Yeah.
How's that?
That would
honestly,
make
how
Wonder
many
Lady
men wouldn't
even
notice
more
the
appropriate.
difference?
I'll get a Wonder bra, and I'll jiggle my way through all my conversations.
That's funny.
I could recommend a yoga ball. I don't seem to be able to stop bouncing on it.
I'm thinking about getting one of those. I hear they're good for your back, but I've got
That's the. Oh, I've got it in my
back.
head.
Just be careful you don't bounce off.
Yeah, I keep falling off it. You're not seeing any of the screens I've been on recently.
Why didn't that surprise me, Dave?
They move around and you kind of fall backwards, and I keep ending up grabbing the desk and flying backwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what happened to Meth Picks after show last night?
I can't say. It ended.
It is.
Yeah, very, very.
At what point did it end?
Well, it was just 18 minutes and something in, then cut.
I ended up going to sleep, so I let the whole thing play out. I missed most of it, though.
I was occupied with Diana all last night, so I didn't see it.
How was it on David's Purple?
What's that?
How was it on David's show?
Oh, it was fun. It just was, just a general chat. It was pretty unstructured.
Yep.
Okay.
You did good.
I
though.
finally got the link in the description to work properly, so if anybody is interested in helping me out with a moving fund, I've got a PayPal link in the description.
Oh, sweet.
Get me out of here!
Let's do it. Let's get Purple to a happy place.
I was wondering if people would consider it too clickbaity if I just put up a picture of Samson in there and, just with the caption of "Help me get to my new home." People would probably think it was an animal rescue shelter or something, so that might seem too clickbait.
Right.
Well, how much would you be raising?
I'm actually thinking to cover everything at this point. I need about $2,000.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, that's not
Which-
too horrible.
Yeah, well, I had 5,000 saved, and I have about 6 months' work that I never got paid for.
Aw.
Hello.
God, if everyone paid me the money that they owe me,
Huh.
I'd be a very wealthy woman.
Hello,
No,
deconverted.
seriously.
Hello.
How you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm okay. How are
What's
you?
going on with
I'm
you
doing
today?
good.
Okay. What's going on? Ate some food at IHOP,
Yay.
and after I did my appointment at the VA, and now I'm here. So that's it.
I love IHOP.
I had
so do
this
I.
spicy chicken sandwich that they had,
Mhm.
and it was pretty good. And yeah, so my tummy's full, and I'm happy. Well, I'm not happy, but I'm not depressed either. I'm still gonna complain about stuff.
It's one of the few reasonable places I can still get eggs Benedict that taste decent. So
I'm not gonna not complain. I mean, I love
Yeah.
that hairstyle you've got there. That's great.
thank you.
What
I'm
are
gonna,
the
Spray paint.
I'm gonna spray paint my hair that way.
It
That
is
looks
spray
great.
paint. There is no question. It is spray paint.
yeah,
I'm
Not
just
like
gonna.
paint a
It's not,
table
it's
with.
not growing out like that.
I'm just. Yeah.
No, it washes out. My hair's white.
Hey, I mean, we're genetically doing stuff these days. You never know. You'll be able to take something that will make your hair be that way. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can genetically do that.
Look, if we can't do it, we're going to do it. We're not even going to ask if we should do it. We're just going to see if we can do it. If we don't have glowing babies by 2040, I'm going to be really upset.
We don't have what? Do you say?
Glowing babies.
Glowing babies.
Yeah. So you can't lose them,
Right.
They glow in the dark.
I'm fairly certain the dark is not the reason you lose babies.
No, look, I mean, how many times have you been in the dark and been like, ah, man, where did I put that baby? But if it was glowing, you wouldn't have that problem.
That's if you want them around to begin with. Sometimes you want them not to glow so you can say, I didn't know
couldn't
where the
find it.
baby was.
I couldn't find it.
I thought most of the atheist community was only
Hungry?
focused on improving the flavor.
Well, yeah, I mean, but obviously if it's glowing, it's going to taste even better.
Well, it'll keep you from losing your lunch.
Exactly.
Good one, Perp.
And also make them so they don't cry as much. That'd be good,
How about
Right.
not making them to begin with? That's a good idea.
Yeah, screw humanity. Yeah, just forget
Yeah.
it. It's been
No,
a good run.
If some people decide not to make them.
Look, it's glowing humans or that's it. We give up. That's the only two choices at this
Well,
point.
No, we've got the Kardashians. They can populate the earth.
Well,
What?
if you would only make the people who want babies have babies, then
Yeah, now we're
You know.
talking serious stuff. I don't want to talk about serious ways
Well, I
to
helped raise
improve
9
the world.
girls,
I
and
want to talk
didn't
about
make any
stupid
of them.
ways to improve the world. But yeah,
I think
no, they
it's
did do.
amusing. A lot of people, when I'm out with them, they will hand me their toddler or they will hand me their baby, and I'll be like, "Why?" Well,
What do you want me to do with this?
You know I hate children. Why did you hand me your kid?
Well, I mean,
and then
yeah.
they get upset because the kid will bond with me, and like I'm sitting there in my car, my friend's going in the store, she's not with me. Her little one takes one look, sees it's me, and runs at my car, and I'm like, don't! Don't run in a parking lot! So I'm running out of the car going, do you want to be a stain? And she's just like, hold me. And I'm like, no, I don't like you. And they all know I don't like them. I tell every kid I meet, like, I don't like you because you're
Alright.
small. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, cute doesn't work on me. And they're like, cool, let's
Yeah.
be friends. And I'm like, go away. It's just like if you're allergic to a cat or dog, anyone's cat or dog will be like, I want to sit on you.
Yeah.
And it's the same with small children. They're just like, I love you, and it's like,
I will
go
make you love me.
away. Someone hand me the bleach. I've been touched.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a the scientists or whoever have made a living robot. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're getting really good at that kind of stuff.
They built it.
Living robot. How
yeah.
is it alive? In what sense?
Apparently, it will fuck you.
Well, they used AI to figure out how to build it in the first place, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll try this," and they put all these different cells together, and basically it's this living robot. I don't know. The video explains it better than I could.
Oh, there's a video.
So I
okay.
guess
Yeah.
basically they owe a lot of people who work in anime money.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. But they're saying, well, now that we have this, the question is, what are we going to do with it? I'm like, what are we going to
Fuck
not
it.
do with it?
Fuck it. They're gonna
Glowing
fuck
babies. Come on.
I can do my laundry.
They're
Yeah,
just going to fuck it. They,
I
Stem
would ask it
cells,
nicely.
If we injected stem cells into clothing, couldn't they just clean themselves?
Okay. You're
no,
making
bacteria
a
will-
mistake. You're assuming that things that are alive clean themselves. I clean for a living, and I can tell you this: human beings are fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care
Especially
how
the small ones.
sentient or how much money they have or whatever. They still have secretions and mucus and dried bits all over their house, including a lot of hair. It's disgusting. Clothes that are aware that they're clothes, no, they won't mend themselves, they won't wash themselves. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm like, if you made little living robots that ate all that stuff, then you'd be out of a job,
If
basically.
you
so.
eat stuff, you poop stuff. Someone still has to
All right,
deal
well,
with
fine. Then we have a little robot that eats the poop.
And
Well,
then another
that's why I
robot
was
that eats
thinking
that
about-
poo, and another robot
Yeah,
that
you know,
eats
I
that
mean-
poo, and another robot that eats that poo. I think that's called bacteria.
I don't, I mean, I can't come up with every solution. Okay.
Well,
It
that's why I
could
was
have a
thinking
little
when you were
UV
saying about-
sanitizer that it has to pass through to kill everything. So-
Yeah, maybe it eats it and then it
No,
uh,
no.
it
No.
implodes. It implodes.
just
Yeah, that's
Clean your fucking house. That's
Right.
that's the only solution. Either hire someone like me who cleans, or clean it yourself, because these things cannot be automated. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, yes, there is a toilet bowl that deals with your shit, but you still have to clean it.
I don't know. The Roombas are. They're a
I
thing.
love my Roomba.
Roombas are for
Life
pet
changer.
transportation only. They are pet toys. That's it.
Oh, my dogs hate that thing. They won't even move. They wait till it bumps into them to move.
There's a
It's like
guy
you
on
can see it coming. You know it's not going to stop. Move, your fat dog butt. You know?
this guy I watched on YouTube made it so that the Roomba would swear whenever it hit things. Yeah, it's
That
like
would
if
be
it.
funny.
Yeah, but he made it do it. It's great.
Yeah, that would be fun.
What's his name now? I can't-
That would be fun. My Roomba's name is Hazel, and that would be funny if she hollered out "Shut!" every time she.
Michael
runs.
Reeves. That's the thing.
I
I
Michael
would love a Roomba. I would absolutely love. I would have 5 of them. Constant. They'd be constant.
I wonder.
So
if
they're
there's
in the,
any way.
There's the video for that Roomba that screams when it bumps into stuff. So that's the second link
I wouldn't want
Yeah.
that.
in the chat. Well, it screams like profanity.
I wouldn't want that.
You don't know. I mean, you
I-
haven't tried it yet.
I like quiet. No.
Oh. Well, Roombas are not quiet, even if they don't scream. Just letting you know ahead of time. It's actually kind of loud. Sounds just like a regular vacuum cleaner.
I mean, it would be annoying enough if it just went, fuck, move it. It doesn't have to
yeah,
scream.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Look
they-
at where it
Some of
yells
them
when
are-
it's
level of
Dave.
them
They have all kinds of Roombas. Some of them are Roomba is a brand name, but they have lesser expensive.
Oh yeah, they got
brands. You can get them
knockoffs now.
like $90 to $1,000. So
Yeah. And then I want a mopper. I want one that does the mopping too.
Would
No,
would a
no,
room
I do the mopping. I do the
Would a-
I
mopping.
hate mopping.
would a room bra clean your breasts?
Not without permission.
I don't know. That joke it was better in my head.
I do that too. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Well-
shit sounds way better in my head.
Here's one to think about. You always see the pictures of mermaids wearing starfish as bras.
Mm-hmm.
A starfish's mouth is in the middle of its body on the bottom. So they're basically biting her nipples the whole time.
I always thought the starfish was her nipples.
Well, why do you think Patrick is so happy?
Patrick's mouth is in the wrong place.
Well, but that's just
Well,
the way he
everything
looks.
about SpongeBob is wrong.
No, that's just the way he looks.
Oh,
in
you're
the-
talking about SpongeBob. Oh, how would I
No,
know
this
these
is-
things?
Faye has no SpongeBob reference.
like. Now I'm trying to make sense of SpongeBob.
You can tell people who have been around children and people who haven't.
Right.
Yeah, Doc is
I just
asking
wanna
if
know,
there's
can-
a bathroom bar.
Can we make a space suit for a squirrel? And if we can we put it in the water and would it do fine? Like, could we train the squirrel how to get it in and out of its spacesuit so they can live in a dome?
Well, it
And
has to
like-
be a smart enough squirrel to invent the spacesuit itself. That's
Well, I mean,
Sandy's thing.
look, I mean that's the next step. You know, one step at a time.
I'm way too into SpongeBob.
Well, they,
There's a
I
new
don't
movie coming out
understand
soon.
anything.
well, there is the fan theory that they say SpongeBob lives in Bikini Bottom. So
Hmm.
there is the theory that all of this is taking place below the Bikini Atoll Island where they did the nuclear testing, and that's why all these creatures are so mutated.
Right.
See, that's not where my brain went. My brain went maybe it's all taking place in a Bikini Bottom. And that explains all of it. I mean,
I think that's
I'm
the
not going to
joke
go
that-
into details because it will demonetize all of us.
I
But-
think that's where they were going with the joke originally, because probably most people wouldn't know the history.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Are you ready, kids?
Hi, Captain.
But Faye, you know that you know nothing, so
Wait,
At
then that
least
means
you're
you know
self-aware.
something. If you know that you know nothing, then you do know something. So you don't know nothing. Did you know that?
Mhm.
All right. Linda hasn't. I want the tea to talk.
Yeah. I thought if I had a room that I could talk, it wouldn't stop saying, "Stop biting me, you silly dog."
Mine sends me text messages. I got one. It says Hazel is stuck and needs your attention.
Oh
did you name it?
Yes, I did. It lets the app, when you download the Roomba app, it asks you to name your robot, and you can leave it as Roomba, or you can pick a name. And I picked Hazel because that was one of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid that had a maid, and the maid's name was
yeah.
Hazel.
I didn't
So
make that
mine would be
connection, but now I
Rosie.
remember that.
To what, Faye?
Mine would be Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie the robot from Jetsons.
I was gonna, but we already have a truck named Rosie, and we have a turtle named Rosie. So I couldn't have another Rosie. It would just get too confusing.
Too many Rosies.
Too many Rosies.
Has
And the
Dave said-
grandbaby's middle name is Rose. So
Has
Rose
Dave
is
said
popular.
anything?
Me, never.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure everyone says something. I'm diplomatic that way.
Well, here's one for you. The good thing about atheist is that we don't think we know everything, but we're very
Speak for
open to
yourself.
admitting that we could be wrong.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I don't know everything, but what I don't know, it probably doesn't matter.
I know what I know, and then I'll learn something new, and then I'll know more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then I forget what I have learned.
what one of my sayings is you don't have to.
Me.
No, what?
As tee.
Everybody's trying to say something at the same time. This is great.
it'll be all
What do
right.
you think?
Watch out, the tea is hot.
Yep.
The tea is hot. I got to have iced tea. I like iced tea.
Well, Linda,
I like
when,
Mr. T.
Linda, when your roommate finishes, does it give you back all of the Lego pieces you dropped?
I don't know. I don't have a Roomba.
I want one so badly.
Okay.
I
We're
just
gonna-
I can't imagine that they would be effective enough if you've got any animals in the house. They just seem so small that they can't have enough capacity.
It really did fine. I mean, I do have to empty it while it's running. If I let it do the whole house, like if I open all the doors and let it do everything, yeah, I'm gonna have to empty it several times because the bin's not really big. But I would do
It
that
gets
with a
under your
big canister
bed,
vac
though.
either. I mean, eventually you have to empty them all. So they
Well,
do
yeah.
have one now that has when it goes back to its base, it empties itself into a bin in the base.
I've seen that.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, I mean,
So how
you know,
much
without
do
the
you
one
do before
that
you gotta
empties
empty it?
itself, I've always just wondered about just doing the living room if the thing wouldn't get clogged up with all the cat hair before it
But
finished.
think about it. It goes underneath your bed. It goes underneath your couch.
But just think, like, at some point, this can be microscopic and just be thousands of them everywhere, cleaning all the time.
Most of the dirt that needs to be picked up is not microscopic. So how
True.
would that work?
I bet I don't know. They're like ants.
You're
like where they
thinking- Rejected.
Multiple no. Multiple
Dang.
will get together to
Yeah.
move the big
yeah,
bits.
like
Yeah,
exactly. Like ants.
Takes 2,500 robots to move one
Yeah,
speck
they're
of
not
dirt.
microscopic. They're like as big as an ant or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm imagining them as being like tiny little crabs, so they've got the claws to use as like shears.
Why don't you just use
So it
animals
like takes
then?
a couple dozen of them to cut up one cat hair and haul it away.
Then just train ants to really value human filth.
We can
No,
program,
I don't like. I
we
want.
can program we can program cockroaches. We could have them picking up stuff.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
We have an army of cockroaches doing the
No,
hoovering.
no. That's how they do have this thing that they were making.
Then they
some
can
sort of,
weave your hair into little cockroach outfits, little cockroach dresses and hair pieces and bonnets, and then they can build little ropes and ladders out of your hair and bits of skin and use it to scale the walls so they don't have to work so hard to scale your wall. Oh, that's right. They just do that anyway.
You know, I miss when we were talking about Roombas.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Man, look, all I wanted was glowing Roombas, and now wait, no, that's
No, you
I
want
don't
the
Those
know.
glowing
babies.
babies.
Glowing
Glowing
robots,
babies.
aka babies.
Roomba baby. Yeah,
You
exactly.
just you,
You saying your
They're-
babies would be robots?
they're
Yeah,
a
why
little
not,
bit
you know?
too big. If you could keep babies like firstborn size,
Hmm.
could you use that to clean your house because they crawl around?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
And if
it's
they
not
bump
something
into the
that- no,
walls,
there-
then they'll scream. So you'll
No-
be happy. And
no
then
joke, there's a
it'll
thing that-
die because whatever like germs and stuff, and then you just throw it out and get another one.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
babies will crawl around and eat everything off of the
Sure.
rug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Oh, but they leave
Yeah.
snot stains on the walls.
Yeah, they leak while they're doing it.
So, oh man, that's a big link. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, so there's this baby romper mop that's
Oh,
an
yeah.
outfit that you can get for the baby, and on the bottom it has
Like a little
Like-
dust mop thing.
dust mop. Thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
I used
So
to
there
call
you-
my cat Swifter.
This one person I know named their cat Bukaki, and so they'd be like,
Okay.
you want some Bukaki on you? They're like, Bukaki, it's all over me. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be good times. If you don't know what that is,
I
Google
do.
it. No, I'm just telling anyone out there that might not know. They should Google it with safe search off at work.
And just be on image.
Image search. Image
To
search.
be honest, I'm not interested.
Nah,
You
Well,
might
just-
be. It looks
Look.
tasty.
no. Look, if it's the name of a cat, I'm sure it's just that's all it is. It's innocent, I think the internet's ruined my brain.
I'll be back in a minute. I gotta get something to drink.
She's going to Google it.
Yeah. Just gonna drink some Bukkake. I'm not even sure I'm saying it right anymore.
I've seen it pronounced different ways.
Fuel I don't know. If only
Yeah.
Bukkake glowed in the dark, then you wouldn't lose it when it turned into a Roomba.
Well, it already glows if
What?
you've got a black light. So
My brain
yeah,
is broken.
do not, under any circumstances, if you're staying in a hotel, never bring an ultraviolet light in. You don't want to know.
Or maybe
No,
maybe
no.
you do want to know, and that's how you pick what hotel to stay in. Now there's
I
this
doubt you
one.
would find a hotel that you don't see spots all over.
There was this one article that I'd read about that you should call the hotel and request that they take the Bible out of the room, like
No,
to
just
make
take the
it.
Bible.
Yeah,
You should just take the Bible.
right. No, but the idea is like you let them know, look, I don't want anything to do with this, and then that will spread eventually or whatever. I don't know if it's really like, is it worth the effort to? I mean, they will do it, but I'm just like wondering if it actually, how many people would have to do that before they said, okay, let's just not have Bibles in the room, like at
Yeah.
all, like.
No, I think
Well-
just take them, throw them in the bin.
Now, usually I write on like the first little in page. I'll put like an estimate of how much money was wasted on the Bibles that could have gone somewhere else. I mean, it's in the millions.
Well, when I was a pagan, every time I stayed in a hotel, I was tempted to replace the Bible with a copy of Wicca 101.
Right? Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, why are you assuming that this is what I want to read? Like, give me, But that's the.
How big a fort could we make if we emptied all the hotels in America?
What's the name of the group? now?
Emptied it of what?
Bibles.
Bible, of all the Gideon Bibles.
Gideon Bibles.
Yeah,
Gideon,
it
that's their
wouldn't
name.
do
How big
much
a fort
good
could we-
because the Gideons go through every couple of months and replace them.
Yeah. And then one
Probably
of
to
them,
get the cum stains off because it's murder porn.
yeah, and one at least one of them stands outside before you go into MEPS for military stuff. So they're all over the place.
Yeah,
They get
Be
around.
Mindful is suggesting you take one camping to use it for a fire starter.
Yeah.
No, that's the Quran. You're supposed to only burn the Quran.
At my father's funeral, someone gave me a card saying that they had donated, I think it was 5 Gideon Bibles in his name. I'm like, fuck that, I gotta go take it out.
Oh,
Just so I could keep it even. I don't want.
I wouldn't think there would be one pagan Bible because it's kind of like a bunch of different beliefs, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
it's like you have Wiccan. That's a version of pagan.
Yeah, well, that's,
you know.
the Wicca 101 is just a general primer. It's good to
There-
get people started, but
There's this very interesting, well, I don't know, to me at any rate, atheist witch on YouTube that I've been watching. And she's explaining that, yes, it's not real, but it still can create this placebo effect if you do these, whatever. And I'm like, well, it's just interesting to hear her talk about it, but I'm like, I'm not going to do any of it, but like,
Yeah.
I don't see the point unless it actually did something. Then I would, but it's interesting how you can trick your brain into having this feeling, even though it's just because it's a ritual, and yeah.
yeah, most of the pagans I met, just saw it as being a symbolic thing. but they still believed in some type of spiritual force that they were trying to connect to.
There was a poll that somebody had referenced that I don't know where they got it from. Of course, they didn't link any citations, so that was great. But they said, that a lot of atheists had reported that they were not comfortable in saying something, wishing that something bad would happen to them that day, or something, or God strike me down dead, or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical that that's true. Like, because most atheists I've talked to are pretty skeptical about superstitious things, or like, I'd be like, yeah, it might.
varies.
I guess it might make you feel uncomfortable. Be like, yeah, I'm going to die today, or whatever, like, or wishing for it, or whatever. Just because, like, your whole body wants to, your brain is all about survival. So that might be the reason why we're uncomfortable, rather than it being anything more than that.
Mr. Shadow Kitty says, leave a note in the Bible pointing out all the horrible passages. People can't resist looking for them. Now, I like that. I think maybe, when you stay at a hotel, you should take a highlighter with you and go and highlight every place in the Bible that God kills someone.
Yeah, they have those stickers that you can put on there. They'll be like, warning, full of whatever. I've seen those sort of stickers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, put a sticker on the cover, mature content.
It wouldn't help much, though, because most Christians I know don't touch their Bibles, much less read them.
Mr.
Yeah.
Shadow Kitty, did anyone find a Bible in the room that Richard Kuklinski left the body in the pull-out bed in the hotel?
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh, the Iceman?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was a hitman for the mafia.
Right. Yeah, I didn't recognize the name when you said it.
I tend to know weird things about people who kill.
Yeah,
It's a
Sloth
gift.
Girl likes watching a lot of those true crime shows and that. It's like,
Oh, then
Yeah,
I can talk
yeah.
to her about, like, people like the Iceman, I guess.
yeah, it's like I have to warn people, just be nice to her. She knows like 50 ways to dispose of a body.
Oh, there's more than that.
I did watch this documentary on death row inmates a while back. It's kind of interesting. It was kind of weird too. 'Cause like the guy that's the warden visits them and talks to them, gets to know them, and he's like, the event that we're going to go to, and that's how they talk about the day, and they call it the event or whatever, and it's just like, it's weird. But the other thing that was weird was at least in Texas, the person that actually pushes the button or whatever, that's a job you have to ask to get, and they pay you like $25 to do it. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, like, well, why so little? Is it not because they don't want to make it be about the money, but like, if I'm volunteering to, I want to kill that person. I mean, I want to push the button, it's like, I don't, like, what kind of person is taking this job? Why? I don't understand. So,
Yeah, from what I understand, they never have a shortage of volunteers.
I mean, I don't.
There's
Some
plenty of
people
people
think
that
that-
just want to know the rush of feeling that they killed someone.
So there's always that eye for an eye thing that they do claim to be touting, but
Why don't they
forget-
just have another person who killed another person push the button?
Yeah.
Why don't they
Or it
just,
could
like,
be.
the inmate that they hated the most gets to push the
Gets to
button?
do
yeah,
it,
right.
Well, it could just be computer controlled. I'm sure that's probably going to be,
Well,
what
just
it-
while you're
Or we
waiting
could
in
just
line for
stop
your turn
doing
in the
it. That would
chair,
be
you
another
get to
thing.
hit the button for the guy in front of you.
That also could be a thing.
Yeah, I agree with the whole stop doing it thing.
I mean, that
Yeah.
we could figure out I mean, the whole system could be fixed, but we're not going to do that. That would make sense.
There's no profit in fixing the prison system.
Exactly. Well,
Send them to
actually,
Germany.
there is.
Send them to
but
Germany and let them
Yeah.
deal with it.
I was looking at these prisons that look like hotels or whatever inside the cells, and they treat they just treat them as people, and they actually have therapists and psychologists and whatever.
That's
their
not
return.
in the United States.
No,
though.
not in the United States, but the return rate is like 1% or something ridiculous like that, and it's still profitable. It's just less so. So it's like, oh yeah, we can't do that.
Well, part of the problem in the U.S. is our whole culture. Since the law requires people to say on a job application if they've committed a crime, and nobody will hire them if they're honest about it.
So the whole thing is you get punished forever. It's not
Yeah.
like you get punished and then you're done with your punishments. You get punished and then we're going to keep punishing you. I
Well,
mean,
if you've got no legitimate way to make a living, what else
Right.
can you do but go and commit another crime just
Exactly.
so you can survive?
right. Yeah. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So. Oh, well, whatever. I don't know.
And that's... Yeah, you go back to what you know, selling drugs.
Well,
Or
I mean,
or cooking.
yeah.
Well,
We all watched Breaking Bad. I mean, we know how to do it.
no, we don't all watch Breaking Bad.
Oh, I mean,
Never have I seen Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
okay, fine.
I got investigated before Breaking Bad came out.
All right, look, you two go watch Breaking Bad.
No.
No,
Aw.
Breaking Bad was awesome.
look,
I thought the
look,
one
Why-
about the
why
meth
don't you-
guys that
you
cook
don't
meth
want-
or whatever.
I don't watch violence.
I
don't care for
I
that.
mean,
Not much violence in it.
it's not. I mean, yeah, there's some violence in it.
My sister told me it's a really cool show. If you want to know the plots, I'll tell you. But I know you don't watch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair enough.
okay. But you
Yeah,
don't
it's not
even have to
fair.
go to the extreme of drugs or whatever. You just look up Mary Malone, aka Typhoid Mary.
Mhm.
When she got out, she went back to
She
the one
didn't
thing
have
she
another
knew how to
job.
do.
Now
Yeah,
wait a minute. I don't
understand.
I don't understand this interesting this interesting dynamic. Like you are interested in people that kill people, but you don't want to watch something violent.
It's not hard to figure out.
I don't understand. Wait.
Well, if you sit still enough, I can shit in your mouth, and you can figure that out.
Hey.
What?
Never mind.
That doesn't. What?
What did you say?
All
That
right,
makes
honey.
even less sense.
No, I do not like violence. However, I am interested in true crime, not because I'm reveling in the fact that somebody killed somebody.
No, I was just kind of joking.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Faye.
don't
It's
don't
just
tease the
interesting.
Fae. Don't tease the
just a-
Fae.
Don't
Don't tease the Fae. Do not
No.
tease the Fae.
Well, now I want to. Now you told me not to do it. Now I really want to do it.
Well, just
Well,
after
that's
that
your
comment,
trouble.
I have to feel like, is this whole thing about watching people kill people, is that some kind of a fetish thing for you then?
No. I think it's more
No.
like the true crime, like why they did it and how and or
Yeah.
whatever. And
The
Yeah, I
stupid
mean-
reason,
It's more
the
like history
stupid
to me.
fucking
Yeah, yeah.
narcissistic reasons that people think that they have the audacity, that they have the what do you call it, right to kill another human being.
Yeah.
And the reasons why they kill is really stupid.
Yeah, that's why I never quite understood, why courts allow the insanity defense for a murder. Because, doesn't it show that there's something not quite right about this person, just the fact that they went and killed someone?
well,
That they're not thinking
Yeah,
things
but
completely rationally?
the amount of people that pled insanity, it doesn't really help you at all, really. So, rarely do they ever actually get sent to the there's a mental asylum prison, but like it's not any. It might actually be worse than regular prison in some ways. So yeah, it's not
Hey,
yeah.
we've got Greg Hartwick here. He is my one Patreon. He's actually subscribed to me on Patreon, so can you believe somebody is actually sending me money from my YouTube channel?
Isn't that awesome though? That's how I feel. I have one too. I have one. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's like, what? You think I'm doing something of value here?
Exactly. That was exactly what I thought. Like, what? You would pay money to hear me talk? I think that's cool.
Yep.
Congratulations, Purple.
On everything.
Yes. Y'all go to Purple's PayPal and throw him some cash his way. Let's get him out of the one horse town he's stuck
Yeah,
in.
honestly, I'm really hyped about getting out of here. My mood has already improved just, kind of knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
And hoping it's not just an oncoming train.
Yeah, well, there's always that. Oh, don't everybody talk at once.
So yeah, there's a lot of little miscellaneous expenses with moving that you don't really think about until you're faced with it.
Yeah. But you always think about the big stuff, the deposits for the new place and the rent and the moving gas and all that crap. But there's always something
Cleaning.
that's unexpected.
Well,
Cleaning
it's like,
supplies.
we started trying to get things moving for it, and it's like there's deposits and hookup fees for some of the utilities.
Yeah. So start packing because we're going to get you funded.
Yeah, we've already started packing.
Good.
I got to get to dismantling my furniture build here. Well, see, I built a shelving unit, and I kept expanding it. So at this point, it's 24 feet along one wall and 16 feet along the other wall, and it's all one continuous unit. So I got to take all the screws out and just break it down to individual boards to move it.
Oh dear. I hate moving. I know you're looking forward to it, but every time I have to do it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't need that.
Oh no,
I don't need that frying pan. I don't need to eat ever again. No, I don't want to move it. Nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to clean that. I don't want to move that.
It's like sell everything. I'll just buy stuff when I get there.
Oh no, I won't buy it because I'm cheap. When I moved into this apartment, I was like, yeah, I can live on energy bars. Screw it. I'd never need to cook again. I didn't want to unpack my kitchen stuff, so I ended up eating energy bars for the first 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm a creature of habit, so like when things change, even if it's on purpose, it's like.
Did you
Yeah.
see the breath alert or whatever they called the breath people? I forget what that's.
the breatharians.
Yeah, breatharians.
What?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, these people who claim that they do not have to eat for years at a time, that they get
breathe,
everything they need
yeah.
from the air.
yeah.
Okay.
The
How long
other-
does that last?
It's like, yeah,
About
I do
28
eat and
days.
drink, but like not a lot. It's like, yeah, no, yes, you do. Come on. The other one was now I'm trying to remember
Tested
the
what?
huh?
Can you imagine
I
never
tested
having to
one.
do dishes again?
Mm.
Oh man, that would be cool.
They tested a breatharian and they called the test off because she was getting sick.
Yeah.
Then there's a different one where these people are like nudists, sort of, but they point their rear end at the sun.
Yeah,
And,
we've
like,
seen that.
Yeah, and it's like that doesn't. I mean,
What, they think their butt's a solar collector?
yeah, like yeah, basically,
Get that tan in the tank.
yeah, like it absorbs the light and better. I'm like,
Technically, they're right, but you don't want sun
kinda.
damage on those areas.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, because I've heard of like if you pour alcohol in there, like you'll get drunk super fast. So
Yeah.
I guess there might be something to it, but like they take it, of course.
Well,
Right.
if you look it up, like vitamin D, your skin absorbs vitamin D from sunlight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the thing is, the darker complected you are, whether it's through sun damage or etc., you absorb less. So you need to spend more time in the sun collecting your vitamin D. But if you put on sunscreen and things like that, you're slowing that process down. Their
Yeah, I'm just
idea
thinking-
is you use more less exposed skin to collect the rays, and
Yeah.
it's really a bad idea because just go
Well,
out in the
sensitive.
sun for a couple hours a day.
Well, I'm just thinking of these people, you know, having a sunburned ass all the time and not being able to sit down.
I'm just worried about like the space station people like looking down on Earth one day and be like, oh my. Not that you know I'm going. My brain is gone now. Goodbye. I'm leaving now.
Well, if they want sunburn on their naughty bits, let
Yeah, I
them
mean,
do it.
more power to you, you know. But they're like acting like this is all you ever need. It's kind of like the breath area where it's like
Yeah.
this is all you need, or like you don't really need anything else. Or
Yeah,
you
you
don't,
know, that only
fair-
works if you're a plant.
Well, anyone who's stupid
I've-
enough to do that for those reasons, let them, because we don't need them.
To be fair, I've known girls that are more likely to get sunburnt where you don't want to
Where the sun don't shine.
to avoid tan lines.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I was a dancer.
Okay, Orla's asking
Sure.
about there being taste receptors around the scrotum and butthole.
What?
No.
There is a
Ew.
current rumor. There are loads of YouTube videos of people trying it.
Wait.
TikTok, sorry, not YouTube. Loads of people on TikTok.
Trying
Oh,
You
what?
know, I
They are
could kind
dipping
of
their-
believe in an evolutionary
it's
sense how
bullshit.
that could happen.
The point is, there is what is considered a similar type of cell. Okay, but it's not connected up. It's not. It can't taste.
Yeah.
Right, but the
Are
point
you
is, they're taking-
what are you talking about?
Having taste receptors around
Oh,
your
I
butthole.
found the article
No,
about
not
it.
your butthole, not your butthole. Your bullocks.
Okay, that's interesting.
Now, yeah, but
Okay,
see,
so-
So
that
there are
makes sense actually from an evolutionary standpoint.
okay,
No,
so
it doesn't.
Because if you go far enough back, we had an ancestor who only had one hole that was both for food and for waste.
So the article on Business Insider says your testicles have taste receptors,
yeah. they're not
and
connected.
Yeah, they're not connected to the
They're-
taste centers in your brain.
yeah, the researchers are
use-
finding these sensors all over the body. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that
Right. So
Yeah.
the point is, there are people on TikTok that are dipping their bollocks into things and claiming they can taste it.
They're so full of shit.
Right. But the point
Well,
is, they also
not if
do
they're
it.
dipping it
What?
into
Really?
stuff. They're not.
So
Yeah, you would taste that. I mean,
You would
what
smell it. Is the point?
Artemis says it's not how do my balls taste, it's what do my balls taste.
Pay $1 million, but from now on, you have all those taste receptors are on.
You know, this all reminds me of the South Park episode where they I can't remember what they call it. Anal gestation. No,
Yeah.
anal.
Oral's giving us a link to the Huffington Post article there. Yeah, I remember that when you mentioned it. That
They had a
the
name
South
for
Park-
it, and I can't remember what it is.
yeah, the South
think
Park
we're-
episode where they started doing it all backwards, that they were putting food up their butts and excreting the waste through their mouth.
So the interesting part about this apparently is in mice that if they turn off or remove the taste receptors in the ball and that will like create make them infertile, so that this could lead to some sort of a male pill birth control thing. Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. Go science. Do that. Then they'll make them glow in the dark, so you don't lose them when the
Well, you can
Roomba
also
vacuums
taste-
them up.
You can also taste smells, so
Bert, are you afraid of the dark? You're all stuff glowing.
Yeah, I actually do have a problem with that. Especially like perfumes, any kind of a chemical scent. That if it's strong enough, I can actually taste it.
and you would have loved
Yeah.
me this week. I've been farting up a storm.
That probably would not bother me as much as like the
Lysol.
women who like bathe in perfume.
Oh yeah.
I'd get
Oh,
caught
I
in a
don't
confined
know
space
about
with one
that.
of them, like an elevator or something.
Yeah, Lysol does that to me. That's right. It's in my mouth. That's gross. Yeah.
I use bleach more than I use Lysol, so I don't care. I use a lot of bleach.
Wonder Lady Blue Queen. It's my world.
right. Well, it's been good. I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna go chill out. and
Okay.
stuff. I'm not-
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it was a thing I did. I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, hopefully I provided some entertainment. I don't know.
We'll catch you later. I
Um,
saw you had a new video up. I haven't had
Yeah,
a chance
you
to
know.
watch it yet.
Hey, Faye, I hope I didn't like upset you or whatever. I don't know. I'm just worried about that.
No,
But I love the
just
thing
don't
now.
tease. Just don't tease, Faye.
Okay. I love it's a great non sequitur. I think I'll use it like later in some video. Be like, I could poop in your mouth. You could figure that out. And like, I'll just throw it in there. I don't know where. It's just
Oh,
so convenient to do it.
I'm from New Jersey. I could say a whole lot worse.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a big name for me.
New Jersey rage. Ah. All right.
I'm kind of tame.
Yeah.
Shout, I'm walking here.
Huh?
Huh?
Are you trying to be one of my people?
Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Okay.
May the
Bye.
lobsters be with you.
Oh man, you stole my. Okay, fine. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.
Sorry about the cringe factor. It's just sometimes it comes out.
No,
sometimes it doesn't.
It's okay. Faye. We know you. We know.
Okay.
We should warn new people don't be the Faye. You're scratching on the wrong post there, Betty. You're gonna get your claws back.
Yeah, Angie, you're kind of roboting there.
I'm sorry.
No,
You're an
just letting you
echo.
know that you're breaking up a bit so people can't hear you really clearly.
She's looking for another Hazel.
I don't know what's going on here because Purple's little picture there is all buffering for me and has been for a while.
Maybe that's it.
I don't know. I'll just be quiet and maybe it'll fix itself.
Aww.
Well, here I'll
No, but I'm looking at.
get to
Roombas
just
now.
stick to one picture here in a minute.
My partner said to exit and come back in.
Okay, I'll get that shot. Be right back.
Yeah, StreamYards often has a problem, it seems, with mobile devices. If somebody's on a phone or a tablet and someone new comes in, it seems to make it difficult that the mobile app doesn't, gets thrown off by that somehow. So it's like if you're on a mobile device, you have to be the last one to enter the room.
What if there are two mobile devices? Like your
Oh, you
purple
are too?
thing? No, I'm not.
Okay, is it better?
Can't tell yet. Yeah, it's the same word.
You have to sing.
I'm talking to you now. Is it
Now you're
better?
going robotic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about the same.
Yeah, it's about the same. But we can understand you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
not
you're
real
like
Oh, okay.
you don't sound like a politician with a mouthful of mayonnaise.
I'll do it laughing for the most part anyway. They can get that.
Okay. Now, if you sounded like a politician with a mouthful of mayonnaise, we'd have to talk.
All right, if that happens, let me know.
Okay.
I think this because Dave is angry typing, and it's just cutting out of what I'm saying.
I don't understand. I can't figure out who's typing.
Me.
Dave.
Oh.
I'm being messaged by a scammer.
Oh,
It's,
are you
Oh.
writing a strongly worded response?
well, I'm not actually typing hard. It's just that the microphone is very close to the keyboard. But the point being, he's getting offended that I won't send him money.
Aw. Poor Will. Dang.
I know.
Poor
You-
scam.
I guess. Well, I don't know. That's pretty.
What's the
scandalous. I
name?
can't believe you haven't sent them money.
I know. The name is the Twitter name is Jallo Mark. He's apparently a 15-year-old Gambian boy who needs money
Oh.
for fees to go to school.
Oh, I think I've got him too. Only his name is something else. He sent
Oh,
me. He was
no,
a
there's a
17-year-old
load of
Gambian
them.
boy.
There's a load of them at the moment.
Yeah, the first thing I tell them when they message me is I'm married and I'm broke. So if you're scamming, you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't need love and I can't give you money. So
Yeah.
why would you think that about me?
Someone to continue trying. I made very clear at the start of these, I do not give money to scammers. It's the first thing I say to them. But I'm quite happy to waste their time.
Oh, yeah. I'll still talk to them as long as they don't ask me for nothing.
I'll tell them how to clean.
Well, actually, he said to me, he said, I spend my time, I said, you spent the last 3 hours trying to convince me to send you money. How about going out and doing something?
Did he tell you he goes out to the forest to gather wood to sometimes
A
sell?
couple of them have done. This one hasn't. Are his parents alive?
Nope.
Yeah.
Lives with his grandmother. And I was like, well, isn't
I
that
live with his
cool?
grandmother.
Yeah. Like, well, I feel you there, buddy, because I'm raising my babies too. So
This one has been going for long enough now. I've told him I'm really rich. I told him I'm obscenely rich. And I still won't send him money because he's scamming.
Oh,
I don't think anything would change in my life if I was obscenely rich, other than the amount of anxiety I have.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly that. I think I would be. I'd be less stressed about money. That's it.
Yep.
Right. I
don't
would.
think I could change that
I'd
much.
still drive my crappy car,
Oh,
but
no,
it
I
would
get
be
a better
paid
car.
off.
But it wouldn't be. I'd get a better car, but I wouldn't get. Yes.
Yeah, money
Please,
can't
because
buy
my car doesn't.
happiness, but it can alleviate a lot of stress and misery.
Right. I would get a new stove because I need a new stove. I'd replace my kitchen floor because it's like obviously 20 years old. I'd replace
Oh,
the rugs
you are
in the
a diva.
bedrooms because
You are a
it's
diva. A kitchen floor.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd get a kitchen floor. And I'd replace the rugs in the bedrooms, but other than that, because I think they're 40 years old and they really skeeve me, so I don't use them.
Yeah.
I sleep in my living room because I
Would
think
you
those
move
rugs
house?
are so filthy. I can't breathe in that room.
If you got, let's say, $40 million, would
Yeah.
you move house?
No, I hate moving.
No, she would buy the
But
place
you could
that
pay,
she
you could
lives
pay
in.
someone, you could pay an army of people to do it for you.
That's the main thing
No,
for me. I'd
I would
buy a
just buy the
house so I know
building.
that I never have to move again.
Just buy the building.
I would because
Mhm.
it would cost me $65,000, and then I'd have my place and I wouldn't have to rent it. and I wouldn't have to move. But I would definitely replace the kitchen floor and the stove first.
Yeah.
And I pay off my car.
And get a new
Yeah.
dryer.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's broken.
Yeah. She really
These
needs a dryer.
luxury items that you want are really extravagant.
Well, I do need a clothes dryer, and I've been so fixated on the stove, but I haven't.
Damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, I get all that done, and then maybe you just have the place painted. That's it. Then I wouldn't have to worry.
My life would change drastically if I was ridiculously rich.
Mine wouldn't.
Oh,
I-
I so would do.
I don't mind
So
moving,
different.
but I would buy a house.
Yeah, that's
I would buy this one, but it's 65,000. I'll
What?
never be a homeowner.
Yeah, that's if I had the money, I would, I'd buy a reasonable house. I'd probably get a car that's not quite as old as the one I have, but I'd never buy a new car.
I would buy a new one if I needed it, but right now the only thing I need is to pay this one off. But I loved it because the other week I was stuck in Vermont and I was thirsty and blah blah blah. So I went through a drive-through to buy a soda and like a little thing to eat because I was starving. I forgot my lunch, and the lady's like, "I had a car like that," and I'm like, "You want it?" I was still making payments, and she's like, "Hey, has it ever broken down on you?" And I told her truthfully, no. But I also told her I have had to put a lot of money into repairing it. And she went, "Oh." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." I said, it worked. But I had to catch in my life insurance to fix it once. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to kill you just to screw with you.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's the other thing I would get if I had money. I would get life insurance again.
No,
That
would
way I
never
can
get
be
life
cremated.
insurance. I don't want anybody to get the idea that I might be worth more dead than alive.
It would just cover the death expenses.
But it wouldn't matter because you would have a fortune that you were handing on.
They tend to freeze bank accounts until the legal mumbo jumbo, and I don't want to mold somewhere and be like annoying and stink and have a lot of like
Well,
I
what
don't
do you
know
want to happen
electricity
if you die?
used in refrigerating my ass. I just I just want to
To
be
throw you over
processed.
throw you over next door's fence.
That's fine. That's fine as long as someone gets paid to do it because I don't want to be an inconvenience.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being thrown in the street and letting the dogs tear me apart. I'm fine with that, actually. It's just, the neighbors will complain.
Right.
Complain.
Somebody will get upset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Fussy,
really would
fussy
be good
people.
with just, running it through the
know,
wood
right?
chipper so it decays faster and just till it into the garden.
That would be
someone
wonderful.
there was someone offering nitrogen, freezing you with nitrogen, and then crushing you and then spreading.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite good.
Fertilizer.
That would be
Cool.
But just
cool.
stick
Yeah,
me in a
film it and
freezer
put
for
it
a
on
week.
YouTube.
Stick me in a, cut me up, preferably like, I don't know, like a bladed mechanical thing. Cut me up, freeze me in pieces, and then feed me through a wood chipper. Don't damage the machine so it can be used again. And just point it at the fucking woods and I'm fine.
I like the liquid nitrogen idea. Just, cover my whole body in liquid nitrogen, and then somebody just take a hammer and smack it so it shatters and post it to my YouTube channel.
Wish that would happen, but it doesn't. Or maybe freeze you and then take you and drop you from a very high thing.
Are we allowed to do it so it inconveniences someone?
No.
Can we throw
No, we
you
don't.
can we throw you from the top of Trump Tower?
Oh, I'd love that. Or disarticulate me and send the pieces frozen to like every politician out there. so they can, like, I don't know, finally get that feeling that, they're creating death so they can, like, have a good wank over me.
Oh, you see now, if you're going to go for the politician, it's better that we just get you butchered, get your bones,
Yeah.
grind them down to a nice white powder,
Uh-huh.
and send
Uh-oh.
that to them.
Oh,
that
dear.
will.
Oh no, it's too clean.
That
I want
scared
I
the
want
shit
to
out of me.
I want to rot for somebody.
for somebody.
I want to rot.
Well, you were saying, send pieces to all the politicians, and I'm just thinking that, yeah, the Catholic Church has some kind of a weird thing about that, they like to send pieces of saints to churches all over the world.
Yeah, but they put it in, like, jewelry and things like that. Like, they make it
Yeah,
kind of fancy. I don't want a fancy death.
Not an Iron Age religion at all.
No, I mean, I wouldn't like the idea of my tongue on a pedestal. Hey, let's go see Faye's tongue. Ah, that's gross. Yeah, that's gross.
I know some kinky people that would be well up for getting access to your tongue.
I'm sorry, but that's thrilling.
oh god, my mind made a horrible jump there.
So did mine.
Well, I was thinking the other things that some guys would pay for, and I'm just
That means Angie
imagining like how the trophy hunters have the heads on the walls,
and I. Yeah.
but
My
some guy
tongue.
hanging your rack on the wall of his den.
I might actually do the boob cam one day. Thinking about it.
That would work.
Yeah, we should all do the boob cam.
We could do that.
It's like, what? Yep, those are my boobs.
We'll have a
Yeah,
special
I'll
girls
bet you
night.
get
Call
a
it
lot of
Boob
views on
Fest.
that. Hey, you know that's the only reason anybody watches Orphan Red.
What's Orphan Red?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What's that?
Oh,
Apparently, boobs.
Apparently.
Need to see Orphan Red now.
she's a flat Earth Poe.
What?
She's
Oh.
Flat.
she's like
The
in
one,
her
the
40s.
one woman
and
in
she
that
just
gang.
she talks about the flat Earth, and she giggles in this annoying little girl voice. And
I'm sure one of the guys said that. One of the guys, that's terrible. One of the Team Skeptics said that they think she's complete shill. That she's
oh
not.
yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm sure she just does it to get men to send her money. It's all an act. I think she's, I really think she's smart enough to realize it's all idiotic, but she just plays the character and shakes her boobs around so that guys send her money.
Mm.
Well, truthfully, I
apparently
spent my
she's meant to
20s
girl now.
doing that, so I can't judge her.
Well,
It can't be because of the boobs or the giggling, because I have boobs and I giggle, and there's not a lot of people sending me
Yeah.
money. So
well, I would have no problem, with the cam girls that, just post that that's what they're doing and just have guys send them money to show off their body. And, if they can find guys that'll send them money for that, I've got no problem with that. It's just, playing that stupid character, that she has to tell these elaborate lies for it. It's like, I don't care if people make money showing off their bodies or using their bodies however they want. But, let's just be honest about it.
but
Hey, I
There's always
am
a
butt
but.
actor.
Come on the stream.
Yeah, Hannibal says Orphan Red's a flat earther in Mensa with big boobs. PhD may be her bra size.
Well, it depends. If she's making a living at it, then she's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
My sister and I are working on a scheme together.
cool.
Involving boobs.
Actually, foot fetish.
That seems disturbing. It's one of those things that I've never even.
We're
I've
gonna
got-
Yeah. What?
Most kinks,
Yeah.
even if I'm not into them, I can see the appeal.
Uh huh.
Foot fetish is one where I am completely, completely cold. I cannot comprehend it, and yet so many people seem to be into it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't get why so many people are turned on by it.
I think feet are gross, so I'm with you there. But
Yeah.
I don't. They can like
Hey,
them if they want.
Go on, what are you going to do? Sorry.
I had a guy following me around buying me shoes all the time. He didn't want me to talk dirty or whatever. He just wanted me to wear the shoes. I
Huh.
did, and then after I did, he would basically buy them back for me, and this was his idea. He would give me money to wear them,
Mhm.
basically, and then he'd take them home and do whatever naughty thing he wanted to do to them.
Yeah, probably sniffing them while he masturbates.
Probably.
Hmm.
But she doesn't care
Whatever
about it.
floats your
So,
goat, man.
I guess that's part of the fetish is
But if anyone wants to pay $20 for my sister's used underwear, let me know.
You're pimping your sister's used underwear.
With permission.
That's all right, as long as you got permission.
I'm sure there are sites where you can auction it off. eBay won't let you do it anymore.
Oh, that's a
Will
shame.
eBay not let you? Will eBay not let you do it in the funny ways,
No,
where you can sell a jiffy bag?
no, it is specified now in the eBay terms of service that there are certain prohibited items, and used underwear is one of them.
Mm.
Even if you put it under a picture frame and label it scratch and sniff.
That was good.
Okay, yeah. What would they do if you put it, like you say, you put it in a picture frame and then you list it under the art category?
Yeah.
Well, I used to work for the Salvation Army. I don't know if you guys know that, but I used to like
Bad thing.
make weird announcements in the morning, and one of them was, I just got an offer from a sticker company. They want to make scratch and sniff stickers using my crotch, but now that Gwyneth Paltrow has done the candle thing, it doesn't sound as nearly original as it used to.
Yeah.
Makes me think that I may have waited on her at some point. So
Yeah, my problem is I've got too much ethics, and discuss that with my fiance a lot, that we'd have a lot more money if we didn't have ethics.
no,
There's
it's
a lot
nothing.
of-
It's not unethical to let people know that you're selling your used underwear.
Oh no, like I say, if you're direct about it, I don't have any problem with it.
Mhm.
It's just the people who are presenting things, in misleading ways.
Oh, you mean like calling it art when it's actually used underwear?
No, I was, back on the Orphan Red thing about just, her
Oh.
playing this character and
Oh.
trying to convince men that she's stupid because they'll send her more money that way.
Yeah.
Oh, what if you paint your ass and sell prints of it?
That's fine.
Booty art.
I'm sure there's somebody who's been doing that.
No doubt.
We used to sit on the copier.
Yep.
Yeah, but it picks up so much more than your butt when you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Think about it.
Yeah, I am. I just don't imagine anything else would be particularly copyable.
I
Well,
think
they're not high quality
I'll go
prints
back
or
and look at it
anything,
now.
but still.
Just wait. Copy.
Yeah.
Woman's.
you can sell that art at a boutique. Oh.
Good one, B.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with, selling my sister's underwear.
No, Well, you know, if
No, the
someone wants to
obvious-
pay you for it, go right ahead.
That's right. If there's a
Why are
market,
you selling your sister's underwear? Is the question.
she's just helping.
She's just helping.
She's got nicer underwear than I do. I won't pay for like anything fancy.
Well, why don't you get some underwear off her and then you wear it and then sell it?
Because I still have to pay her for underwear.
I
And we're
hate
going to
buying
be using
underwear.
her feet for the foot fetish thing because my feet are not attractive anymore. I have had a toe ripped off and sewn back
Oh!
on. So my feet are a little bit brutalized after that.
You know, I'm sure there's a niche market there for people with foot fetish and an amputee fetish.
Well, it was sewn back on, so I wouldn't really be an amputee.
Okay.
It's
like-
still there. It's just
I was
not
only-
pretty anymore.
I was only amputee for about 7.5 hours until they discovered it was completely off. Well, except for a little bit of skin.
Yeah. It literally makes me physically cringe every time you talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can't do the foot fetish thing, but my sister can. And if I was selling my underwear and her feet, it wouldn't go. It has to be
Right.
her butt in the panties, not mine.
Well, yeah, the smell on the panties has to match the image of the feet. The men would catch on.
It just wouldn't be honest if it was my butt in those panties
Yeah.
and her feet. So we have to be. I was like, "What about stockings?" So we're talking about stockings too, but she's not sure.
Well, yeah, if they're into the foot fetish, I'm sure they would pay for stockings.
Probably.
Artie says, I'd like to order a copy of The Butt for every room in my house, please.
Well, if it's a copy of the butt, it would have to be my butt because my butt's better than her butt.
Yeah, Dora's doing the la 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 la. I can't hear you.
Who rated the butts?
Sorry.
Wait, who rated the butts?
Well, we did. We just she has decided my butt is
How
better
do you
than
get
her
an
butt.
objective view of your own butt?
Huh?
How do you get an objective view of your own bum?
They're sisters, dude.
No, no.
I'm the only one in my family who has the butte. Everyone else is flat. I've got a bit of junk in the truck.
Well, you know,
Maybe
they
you
do
should
that
do
all the
butt
time
cam
in
instead of-
Hollywood.
Maybe
You know,
should
that
do-
they have body doubles for stars for, you know, showing off the features they don't actually have.
I could do that.
You can do the booty cam. Do the booty cam instead of the boob cam.
Yeah.
Okay. If I ever get the money to get myself a mechanical walking thing, treadmill, that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I will do a booty cam just on my butt. How's that? And then I can
Okay,
do that.
you're aware that just doing your daily exercises, your YouTube channel would explode.
Uh-huh.
I know. But I would do that.
Well, you know, used exercise equipment you can usually find pretty cheaply at thrift stores.
In fact, I
Yeah,
go
but
as far
I'd
as
have to
that.
pay
You put up
someone
a video requesting one on your channel, I guarantee you get someone to send you one.
Probably.
I'll do the boob cam and the booty cam. How's that?
There you go.
Okay. Mr. Shadow Kitty is saying that sounds like a good topic for the next girls' night in.
No, but serious. Well, that's how my nephew lost his YouTube privileges. Actually,
Do it. What? Filming?
he was
himself?
he was 3 years old, and he liked to watch women exercise on YouTube. And he's like, I like the butt. And his mother said, "You're a little young." So instead, he got a guitar.
Oh.
I know.
So now he can play about.
Yep.
But
Well, if he learns
now
to play it, he'll get all the girls.
I'm sure at one point he'll write a song about butt.
Oh, Artie wants to be a cam.
Ah,
naughty, Artie.
yeah. But
Hey, if I thought there was somebody who'd pay me to look at it, I'd do it. It's just there's nothing about my body that I think anybody would pay to look at it.
No, I'm kind of the same way. I couldn't do the exercise videos thing because no, that's the exact reason I don't go to the gym. I don't want other people to see me doing
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Or
it's not like
dancing.
I hate my body or anything. It's not horrible. I don't think there's anything there that anybody'd be interested in.
I don't necessarily hate it. I know I don't want to look at it. I can't imagine anybody else would. So
You'd be surprised, honey.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You would be surprised. And people think you have to be perfect in order to do things like that. Nah, doesn't matter. A little extra junk in the trunk, a little
Yeah,
cellulite. People don't care.
tastes vary quite a bit. So,
Yeah. I mean, like,
I think I'm more afraid it would garner attention that I didn't want.
yeah,
It would definitely garner attention you didn't want.
that would be
then
a
that's
serious
probably
problem.
what's
That-
really stopping me.
Yeah, you could easily wind up attracting a couple of stalkers.
mhm.
Get a
But-
couple of men who are
But
obsessed
if someone just wants a wank bank, like image material, I'm fine with that. But
Yep.
the rest of it, no.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to participate it, it's fine.
Yeah, but again, if I thought somebody actually would care to do that looking at me, that would be something of a compliment, actually. It wouldn't bother me at all.
I'm gonna put a leash on what I. Yeah, never mind.
For that too.
Well, actually, I was going to keep this one short, try to wrap this up in about 10 minutes here.
Okay, so
Um,
no
well,
trying
because then
to envision your silhouette in high heels. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
I have to go in exactly 2 minutes anyway.
Faye, if you want, I could send you a picture, but I don't think most people would appreciate it. No,
In high
Young guys
heels?
with a grandma fetish? No.
Actually, I was in high school with a guy with a grandma fetish.
What?
Uh
Go ahead.
huh. He was into grandmas.
Yeah.
Is he still into grandmas? Or is he into corpses now?
He's still into grandmas. In fact, the last time I talked to him, he showed me pictures of his girlfriends. He
Yeah,
doesn't.
well,
He doesn't date under 60.
yeah, and again, I'm sure there's a category for that on Pornhub.
Yeah, Gilf.
It's not that rare.
There's a song about it, but I don't know about porn. So
They're Gilfs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the term for it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
all
well,
I
like
all I know is my
MILFs
sisters
is
are.
mothers I'd like to, and GILFs is grandmothers I'd like to.
Oh, my sister's a cougar. So, and she is a cougar. She has quite a lot of cubs.
Yeah, I know those are quite popular. There's a lot of young guys who are into that. And again, when I was like 20, yeah, if there was a woman who was 40 or 50 that was in good shape and interested, yeah, I would have.
You'd be
I'd say
surprised.
nothing.
You'd be surprised. I've come to the conclusion that age and body type doesn't matter anymore.
Not in the
Yeah.
slightest.
No, it's all in the attitude.
Yeah.
Yep.
The most attractive thing that you can have is a good attitude, a healthy brain, and you're not going psycho on people.
Right, I have to go. I will speak to you all soon.
Ah,
Thank you for having me,
bye-bye.
Katie.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave. Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah. Well,
I got your attitude right here.
well, like I said, I'm gonna keep this one short because at 4 o'clock today, I'm supposed to do my Ask Me Anything for my 2 gross subscriber stream.
Yay.
Oh, cool.
My
Okay.
288
Ooh.
subscribers,
cool.
which I hit last week. I still haven't made 300.
But you get there.
Yeah, well, I have a very slow but steady growth. I pick up about 3 to 5 people a week.
Yeah.
So
That's
good.
yeah, not going anywhere very fast, but it's still pretty constant.
Well,
As long
I'm
as
a
the numbers keep going
subscriber.
up, I'm happy.
I'm a subscriber, so you'll have to answer this question on your stream. Do you have any women's shoes?
Okay, well then you'll have to tune into the stream for the answer.
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying. Okay.
Anybody got a question for Granny today? Because I'm supposed to be doing that instead of doing this.
I got plenty of questions for Granny.
Yeah, she's my question lady.
You want me to write them down or do you want them now?
Shoot me a text message or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's
No
what Faye really
spoilers.
got known for, was being the question lady.
Yep.
Just posting lists of thought-provoking questions.
And they're coming. It's just my cat died and I've been distracted.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. When you get a list up there, now I'm at the point that I could actually do a video response to it instead of just typing it.
yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
which is always exciting.
Yeah, well, that's
But-
I always gave long answers in the comments, but I hadn't figured out how to edit videos when you were doing it before.
I just want like people. I need a little inspiration for my channel. Like I get the idea that like nobody cares. So, and then I hear people care, but then I'll put out a video and I'll only get 6 people watching it. So it's like very frustrating. So.
Well, that's like this stuff. It's like so many times I've thought of, there's only a couple of people. Is it really worth me doing these live streams? And then it's like, yeah, I've got a small but very loyal following that there's about 5 to 10 people who are watching at any given time. I never get more than about a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
You still
So
guys
it's like
get
every time I think it's not worth it, and I just, I'm not going to do it next week, and I get some comment on Twitter from someone about it. So it's like, yeah, there are a couple of people apparently who would miss it if I quit doing it.
That's true.
yeah. You still get my watch time. Even though I often fall asleep to your midnight
Yeah.
because it's in the morning here. So
Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing the Ask Me Anything stream at 4 o'clock, because I had a couple of people in Britain say that, when I'm starting this stream was right when they were getting home from work, and that was too early. They needed some time.
Mm-hmm.
And the one on Thursday night, it's like basically when the Brits get up for breakfast and start coming in, that's when I have to wrap it up. Because that's, when it's breakfast time in England, the sun's coming up here. And I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
I'm not.
I need. You need to go so you can do the thing. So I can get my answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
I want an answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, basically, I'm just going to be, going offline for about 2 hours so I can get something to eat and a couple of little things taken care of, and then I'll be back at 4 o'clock here, 4 o'clock Central.
Awesome.
So
I will
just 2
probably be
hours.
late, but I'll come watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, like I say, the link is in the description if anybody wants to help with my moving fund, and I'll dox myself in the process. It comes up with my real name because of PayPal. Not that it'll do you any good. You can go and look at it, and it's like, yeah. Good luck finding anything from my name. It's about 6 pages in the Minneapolis phone book.
Right. Well, thank you for having me on. I
Oh,
enjoy
it's
it.
always good to have you in here. You liven
I
things
love
up.
to get to talk to you guys.
Okay, well, do any of you have anything coming up that you want to plug?
I'm about to go record Ask Granny, so that'll be coming up in a couple hours.
Okay. Well, I hope you got a couple of good questions from people this time.
Faye is like a fountain of wonderful questions, and she's been
Yes.
helping me out with that. So, because the viewers don't seem to want to know anything, they just want me to answer somebody else's questions. We'll see.
Oh.
Yeah, my problem is that since I'm over 50, people think I'm some kind of an elder and they come asking me advice. It's like, what makes you think I figured this shit out?
I have no answers. I just seek them.
I don't have any answers. I just have opinions.
Well, since it's on the PayPal, I'll, for everybody in here, my last name is Johnson. But sometimes to screw with people, since I'm Scandinavian, I say it should be pronounced Jansven.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it's such a generic name that it's not going to help anybody if they want to find anything out about me. Go ahead, put it into Google, see how many results you get.
Oh yeah, she's rapid firing me questions now. Thank you, Faye. Those are good ones.
Okay, everybody. Well, I'm going to shut down here, and I'll be back in 2 hours.
All right, see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.